Be ye transformed by the renewing of your minds. Greetings once more to Jamaica, the diaspora, and the world in the powerful name of God Almighty. I am the great defender. As we come again to have another discussion on the perils that are taking place in one of the most beautiful countries on earth, Jamaica by name. We will dive right into the injustices of the government to double and triple the pays of the parliamentarians. We will dive into the issue of the judges who are recycling the criminals in society. Despite the many evidences against them, the judges seemed flawed. They keep recycling the criminals. We will dive into the gruesome murder of many of our citizens, and especially the young children who are being slaughtered like chickens. And the government that fails to protect its citizens from criminals, that seems to be in line with the criminals, the police force that giving information to criminals and that are working with criminals, the lawyers that take on the cases, that eat and drink the blood money from the criminals. The country has gone into a moral decay, into a moral decline from top to bottom. So it seems like the government, the criminals, the judges and the lawyers and the police force, to a large extent, have combined to trap the people. The people are literally trapped. There's nowhere to turn for justice. There's no one to turn to for justice. We heard stories of witnesses that were exposed by the very system that's supposed to protect them from criminals. And so, Jamaica, we have got to address these matters as a population. The people have now got to begin to raise their voice in protest, not just in the streets of Jamaica, but online. Get online, and on every site you go, put up your comments about your disgust with the present leadership of the country. We know that the currency, the worthless currency that we are now using, that currency cannot carry the load for the country. And so let us level the playing field and start paying our Jamaican people in United States dollars. So therefore they can have a fair shot at it. Right now Jamaica is behind the rest of the world because our currency is worthless and the people are highly underpaid. The devaluation of our currency is a strategy to make people think they are doing well. A young man gets $30,000, $40,000. It sounds a lot, but it's just nothing. Jamaica is one of the only countries in the world where you have $1 million and you're still poor. In other countries, $1 million mean that you're rich. In Jamaica, $1 million cannot even get you a good used car. And so we look into the worthlessness of government, and yet they demand more pay. We look into the inefficiency and inadequacy of the justice system, the judges, for example, and they have gotten pay increases. The opposition parliament, the opposition party, they have embraced the increase in salary. And so what you have is a concerted effort by the different groups or parties that should be protecting the people. They have united to galvanize themselves. They have united to oppress the people. And so the people have got to speak out. We look at the 8-year-old girl that was kidnapped and her throat slashed, the brutality and gruesomeness of such a murder, regardless of what kind of conflict the parents may have had with others. And so Jamaicans must learn to resolve issues without murder. You cannot kill your way to success. You cannot kill your way to the top. But I've called for the renewal of our currency, where we must dismiss the worthless currency that we now have and call Jamaican currency and use United States dollars so that our country can advance. We can be on par with other countries. We can look back at the first half of 2023 as a very disgusting part of history. We would rather not remember some of the things that we see took place in our beautiful country. The Donnelly Donaldson case, for example, there seems to be covering up something there. We look, by now there should have been 4 or 5 arrests in that case because that body was not moved by one person and that body was not gotten rid of by one person. And so the slowness of the justice system in Jamaica, the people have now got to begin to stop the 9-day talk and keep talking every day. We need to annoy them. Let them know that we see what's going on. When gangs are preferred over the hardworking people, that's a wrong message to the youngsters. There have been lots of arrests in crimes in Jamaica, but very few convictions. The arrest is not the solution to the case. The criminals must be convicted and sentenced. So therefore, the country must be overhauled and the people must begin to cry out to save their country. When the Israelites were in Egypt in bondage, they cried out to God, and God delivered them. The Pharaoh approach by the present leadership, the King Pharaoh mentality by the present leadership has got to be dismissed. We have got to begin to democratically look for other people, other alternatives other than the 2 main parties that we have in the country. They don't have a blueprint to move the country forward. And I believe the robust welfare system that every child in Jamaica under 18 years should be given a welfare check of at least 20,000 Jamaican dollars. And if things were to go the way it should, they should be getting it in United States dollars. Everything is measured in United States dollars. You pay for gasoline, food, services, in the equivalence of United States dollars, but the Jamaican currency is so darn worthless that it brings hardship on the people. And so I call on Jamaicans in the diaspora and the world to begin to lift their voices. Stop the quarreling with each other. Stop looking for each other to kill each other. That will not help you. Unite to save your country. And so, as we come together with a common cause, the common concern that the country is not being run well, the common concern that crime is too much, the common concern that the police is corrupt, the common concern that the government has increased its pay and they do not deserve it. We all, as Jamaicans, home and abroad, share these concerns. At least we have common ground to begin to unite. With these words, I leave you until next time. God bless you. Like, share, and subscribe. Spread the word so it can be heard. Thank you, and God bless you.